musician if nobody ever heard you?
Sure.
Why?
Because I love music. It's in my head. I can't get it out.
So you listen?
Yeah.
You're hearing it yourself?
I hear it now.
それをみんなが聴ける音楽に表現し直します。今も変化し続ける彼の音楽。これは一昨年の夏フランスで開かれたコンサートです。63歳にして彼は革新的なロックスター。往年のビックス・バイダーベックや彼自身の若い頃を上回るほどです。しかし往年の巨匠たちも当時は先鋭的でした。耳の肥えたジャズファンならマイルズのエネルギッシュな実験を理解できるはずです。
Are black musicians genetically better than white musicians? Get me in trouble.
Not better, but they play different. White musicians seem to lag behind the beat. You know, I don't know why.
Does black musicians hurt more?
What do you mean hurt more?
I mean, is it?
It's not that cliche.
I mean, it's not that easy to say that because you came out of slavery, you play on the beat.
No. I have nothing to do with it.
All right.
I told a student teacher of mine like that in Juilliard. She started talking about, well, you know, the black people were despondent at night, and they say that's where the blues came from. So I raised my hand. I said, listen, my father's rich, my mom is good looking, right? And I can play the blues. I never suffered and don't intend to suffer.
30年前のマイルズ・デイビスをご覧ください。当時最高のこのバンドにはサックスのジョン・コルトレーンもいました。彼もマイルズと共に有名になりました。この頃までにはマイルズはすでに13年間ニューヨークで過ごしています。チャーリー・パーカーやディジー・ガレスピーと組んで演奏したのもこの当時。またこの間ジュリアードで勉強したり小さなクラブで即興演奏に加わったりもしました。彼の音楽はクールと呼ばれ、彼自身がその象徴だったのです。
I haven't heard myself play in the 1940s or 50s in 40 years. You know, I haven't gone back to listen to myself again. But it might have a little more resonance there, you know, a little more fullness and brighter. I learned a lot when I was 30. I used to try a lot of things. But since they have synthesizers and electric instruments, you can hear those better than acoustic. Some musicians learn a lot faster now.
彼の場合、学んで変わることが良い結果を生んできました。このビデオとアルバムは1986年に制作し、グラミー賞を獲得。彼は時々、記者や批評家などに愛想の悪い態度をとります。そのため、わざわざ人付き合いの悪い人間に見せようとしていると思われがちです。しかし、彼の人生に一貫しているのはトランペット。ジャズからロックに変わろうと、トランペットだけは変わりませんでした。彼にはいつもその音が聞こえています。言葉で説明できないときはトランペットが彼の代弁者です。
That's that easy.
You like playing with a mute? That's called a mute, right? You like that? Why?
Sounds human.
Human.
Yeah, it sounds like a voice. Sometimes I can get it to sound like another voice.
lot of your colleagues died from drugs, from heroin. You had a heroin habit. You kicked it cold turkey and went on. How did you stop?
I looked in the mirror one day and I just stopped. I went out to my father's place. He had a couple hundred acres of land. And I went out and he had two compartments like this for his gas. So I went in one of them and locked the door. And I stayed there for about 5 days before I could get up and walk. And that was it.
That did it?
Every day does it. You know, I'm still a drug addict if I use drugs. It's like being an alcoholic. But every day it gets better. Every day, every day. Then gradually it leaves your head.
While you had the habit, you did a lot of bad things.
Like what?
Well, you said you were pimping for a while.
Is that
Beat the
bad?
habit.
Is that bad?
Well, yeah, you're right. I made a judgmental word, and I shouldn't. You did a lot of things, different things.
Pimping. Listen, girls used to come to see me, right? Whores, prostitutes, call girls. I didn't have to make love to them. They wanted me to take them out. All I would do is say, I don't have any money if you want me to take you out. So they give me a couple $100 a night.
ステージでどんなに才能があっても私生活で人種差別を受けなかったわけではありません。彼はどう感じているでしょう。
Are you anti-white?
Not all the time.
It's encouraging. Not right now, for instance, I hope.
You know, I love pretty women, you know. And if you see me with a woman, she's going to be pretty, gorgeous. If I'm with a white woman, white man will get mad. Or if I'm in my Ferrari, just with a black man, and the white man has a white woman, and they talk about it. Anyway, I get those looks.
彼は中流以上のクラスに属し、今世紀のジャズを確立した功労者です。それにマリブー海岸に土地も持っています。その彼でさえ事前に手続きをしていなければフェラーリには乗れません。黒人が一人で乗っていれば白人警官から盗難者だと疑われます。
He just thought you would like to know that. So I never got stopped.
ここはマリブーにあるマイルズの自宅。ここで作曲し絵も描きます。
These are nude bodies of women. They have no arms.
彼の音楽は自信を持って称賛できますが、絵は私にはよくわかりません。しかしライオネル・リッチーやクインシー・ジョーンズのような人たちが1枚2万ドルも出して買うそうです。
Is the prostitute going to get a ride in the sports car?
She might.
マイルズは3回結婚し4人子供がいますが、3人の妻たちの子供ではありません。3番目の妻だったシシリー・タイソンさんは女優でアメリカ人でしたが、アメリカ人というのがいけなかったようです。
What's wrong with American women?
First thing, American women act like television. That's the first thing.
They act like television?
Yeah, like television series.
You mean they think they're in a soap opera?
Well, you know, in a predicament, rather than think about it, they just act like what they saw.
Yeah. In your book, you were pretty hard on Cicely Tyson, your last wife.
Okay, my
You said
brother.
she wanted to control your life. She hired a private detective to follow you around.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know you said that in your book?
I haven't gotten that far in my book to proofread it.
Well, she said you just said she would take back gifts you bought her and keep the money. Did she do that?
I don't know. Friends told me that.
It sounds like maybe you think maybe you should never have married her in the first place.
I didn't marry her for that reason. I didn't marry her for sex. I didn't marry her for that reason. I thought she was a level-headed black woman, you know, but it switched.
She changed?
She changed because she got so jealous, you know.
Will you ever get married again?
To who?
Not to anybody. Not to Cecily.
I know it's a couple guys I've been looking at, but never a woman again.
外出はあまりしません。人に騒がれるのが嫌だからです。でもこれは特別。ビバリーヒルズで開かれた63歳の誕生パーティーです。
Do you feel your age or do you still feel young?
Where?
Anywhere. As a man or as a musician, do you feel that you're getting into the golden years? Technically, you'll be eligible for Medicare in a couple of years.
No, I don't think about that.
You feel young?
Well, I feel the same way. All those years, I felt the same way.
彼には他人の思惑を気にしないという評判があります。どうでもいいと思ったことはすぐ忘れる才能もあるそうです。かつての夫人たち、子供たち、恋人たちにも当てはまります。そしてこのインタビューでも同じ。自分がしたいと思ったことをします。それで一緒にテレビでボクシングの試合を見る羽目になりました。
You got enough money? Live
For what?
comfortably? To live comfortably.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got nice paintings, you got a nice apartment, you got a place in Malibu, you got horses. You can...
I can what?
You've done all right.
Yeah.
When I say happy, you say you don't like that word.
For me, knowledge is happiness for me. If I learn something, that makes me, you know.
Still learning?
Yeah. I learned something the other night. I learned something last night. I can't wait to apply.
Okay.
これがマイルズ・デイビスです。トランペットを持った巨人、時にはトゲのある男ですが、この取材では協力的で礼儀正しく魅力にあふれていました。とは言っても今回の経験と彼の音楽を考え合わせても、一人の人間としてどう捉えてよいかよく分かりません。一つはっきりしていることは、彼が私のそんな思惑など全く気にしないということです。